And we're standing by for engine start. And we have liftoff of the 50 Progress vehicle atop a Soyuz rocket on time at 8:41 and 46 seconds a.m. Central Standard Time. First stage of the launch includes 4 strap-on boosters. The first stage lasts for about 1 minute 58 seconds. Approaching 1 minute after launch, all continuing to go smoothly, reports of parameters all being right in line. One minute 30 seconds into the launch, about 20 seconds left in stage 1. All continuing to go smoothly. Standing by for separation of the 4 strap-on boosters. The vehicle's now downrange about 118 kilometers. Altitude is 49 kilometers. Again, the International Space Station is out in front of the Soyuz rocket that will deliver Progress to orbit on a lower orbit that will allow it to chase and catch up with the International Space Station early this afternoon after a 4-orbit rendezvous. Confirming that the second stage engines are operating normally. And we've confirmed that the launch shroud has been jettisoned. That occurred at 2 minutes 41 seconds, and we're approaching 3 minutes since launch. Launch occurred at 8:41 and 46 seconds a.m. Central Standard Time. The second stage will separate just under 5 minutes after launch. We're currently at 3 minutes and 20 seconds. All the reports continue to indicate everything is perfect with the launch of the Progress 50 spacecraft. Four minutes 30 seconds into the launch. In the next 20 seconds or so, we should hear confirmation of the second stage engine shutdown and separation. Second stage separation confirmed, and third stage engine start has also been confirmed. All continuing to go smoothly, approaching 5.5 minutes since launch. Third stage engines and control system reported in excellent shape. 5 minutes 50 seconds since launch. Six minutes 30 seconds since launch, all continuing to go smoothly with the launch of the 50 Progress cargo vehicle from the Baikonur Cosmodrome. Launch occurred at 8:41 and 46 seconds a.m. Central Standard Time as the International Space Station tracked 870 miles off to the northeast of the launch pad. Still have about a minute, another minute and 45 seconds remaining in powered flight. The third stage engines are scheduled to shut down at the 8-minute 45-second point, which would then put the Progress into a preliminary orbital insertion. About 1 minute remaining in powered flight, all continuing to go smoothly. Standing by for third stage engine shutdown. And confirmation that Progress has separated from the booster. The cameras on the International Space Station had been pointed so that the crew, if it had an opportunity to look at the launch as the station passed off to the northeast, could take a look. And in fact, Kevin Ford, the commander of Expedition 34, did report that he was able to see the first stage separation, which occurred just about 2 minutes after the launch. And now that the Progress has separated from the spacecraft, the deployment of the antennas and the solar arrays has now occurred. with this single day launch to rendezvous and docking of the Progress vehicle. It will be a very busy timeline for the flight controllers in Moscow to watch over all of the systems. Of course, here in Houston also the teams will be preparing for the arrival of the 50 Progress vehicle to the Piers docking compartment. The crew's workday, their schedule actually has been adjusted a little bit. Instead of waking up around midnight, the crews woke up around 2 a.m. Central Time, that to accommodate all the activities associated with the Progress arrival, which is, of course, an automated sequence, but the crew obviously will be awake for that activity this afternoon. Their sleep time today is 4:30 p.m. Central Time. Of course, there's a whole series of rendezvous maneuvers that essentially will stair-step the Progress up to the point where it matches that of the altitude of the International Space Station at the time of the rendezvous and docking. Once the vehicles, the Progress reached orbit, the station was about 2,100 miles ahead of the Progress, and so the rendezvous sequence that is going to begin with the next in the series of these rendezvous maneuvers about 9:24 this morning will begin that process of, or continue that process of catching up with the International Space Station for that arrival for the rendezvous and docking. Of course, we will cover the docking activities. We'll be back on the air at 2 o'clock this afternoon Central Time for the docking coverage, with the docking scheduled for 2:40. Before that, of course, we'll have our daily hour of progress of the Expedition 34 crew aboard the International Space Station, so look for that at 10 a.m. Also, we'll have coverage also of the Landsat data continuity mission. You've seen some of that coverage already on NASA television, so look forward to that coverage as well, as our day covers the launch of two different vehicles, one headed for the International Space Station and another one with a launch scheduled from the Vandenberg Air Force Base out in California. So again, we'll be back with our commentary hour, a NASA ISS update hour, in about an hour at 10 a.m. Central Time, 11 Eastern Time. And upcoming next will be some continuing views from Vandenberg and also a video file program based out of NASA headquarters. This is Mission Control Houston.